We have a lot of great stuff to show you this year with the X apps. Several new capabilities to enhance your projects. Starting off, highlighting collaboration available when designing on the cloud. In-context notifications connect you to your team without taking you out of your design space. You can jump in and out of conversations in the side panel. This is a great place to share 3D markups for communicating ideas. The side panel also connects you to your content. No need to pin 3D Space, 3D Drive, or bookmark widgets. No need to change to a different tab in your dashboard and stop the flow of your project. It's all right there, ready to drag and drop into your workspace. Now, 2D sketches can be directly converted to subdivision geometry with an extrude primitive command. This is a more precise way to generate your subdivision shapes, and it immediately launches you into the subdivision environment, so all your sub-D commands like crease edge, symmetry, fill edges, and more are at your fingertips. Also, in the sub-D environment, a new modifier robot speeds up the process of making topology changes to your model. You can drag in the direction you want to add material, insert loops, or create subdivisions. This is great for optimizing sculpting projects because you don't have to open and close as many commands when you're designing. Simply hit the shortcut key A to activate the new robot, drag in a direction, and those commands will automatically be applied. Command search is available with the S or the / key, so you can find and run commands quicker. Similar to the extrude primitive, we've introduced a revolve primitive command to quickly convert 2D sketches to 3D sub-D surfaces. Also introduced is a merge surface tool for joining subdivision shapes together. It's also been incorporated in the context menus. As a quick tip, you need to be sure you're combining openings with an equal number of edges or loops. If you try to combine shapes with unequal points on the edges, it'll give you an error. Be aware of this in your projects. When you apply the merge surface command, it's going to generate a completely new subdivision. However, your old one will still exist in the design tree if you ever need it. Once the command is applied, it will keep you in the sculpting environment with the new shape, so you can use all the standard robot movements as well as soft selection for expanding the robot's influence as you push and pull faces. There is also a great improvement to the mesh inspection tool, which helps find any intersecting areas of your mesh so you know your subdivision cage is uniform. Now you can sculpt with this inspection mode turned on, so you don't have to open and exit the command to keep reminding yourself where the problematic areas are. You can fix it on the fly within your project. New this year is the image to sketch capability. Now you can import pictures and convert them directly to editable parametric sketches that you can use for 3D features. This is a great time saver. Things to be aware of with this feature. 1. You want to use high contrast images with fewer gradients, ideally dark colors on a white background. 2. You also want to use the highest quality image possible. There are free converters out there that can convert images to 4K, and this will help to create more accurate sketches. Some improvements to external geometry in references this year. These include the ability to align the sub-D cage to components outside the sculpting environment, as well as selecting sketches from multiple physical products in a single command. Another huge time saver, you don't have to duplicate or recreate geometry that already exists. Choose the sketch you need from a component, and external references will automatically be generated in the Design Manager. These references can also be isolated if you want. But if you decide to leave them connected, they will update accordingly with out of date, out of context, or broken status icons as you design. If changes are made to the original sketch, you'll be able to see exactly which references are being affected, and after you fix the change, a solve will make sure those references are back up to date. Creating linear and circular patterns is seamless with graphical placement tools, along with the option to skip any instance you create. And when your designs are ready for production, a new Design for Manufacturing Helper command lets you account for machine tolerances directly in the design environment. Attributes like part size, wall thickness, hole depths, and more can be highlighted with this tool. This makes the transition to production smoother by saving on material and testing. New this year is the ability to insert environments. This allows you to visualize products in a lifelike setting right in your workspace. There are several templates you can choose from and then edit. Hide components or walls obstructing your view and move parts to arrange them how you like. Keep in mind, these environments do add a lot of data to your file, and they can affect performance. We recommend working them in to the end of your projects. Upgrades to assemblies. Recently accessed items come up immediately when using the Insert Component command, so you don't have to go searching for them. Smart mates still simplify the process of adding mates with dragging and dropping, and now when applying commands within larger, complex assemblies, use a zoomed selection option to reframe a single item and make selections easier. Isolate components when you want to visualize certain areas and movements, and now the Show with Dependence option makes it much quicker to display hidden subcomponents and subassemblies because you don't have to show parent components beforehand. This year, we're highlighting drawing capabilities in our cloud tool X-Drawing. It's integrated with the other X apps so you can access it with the shortcut key X. Start creating views in 2D or 3D and annotate all your product manufacturing information to standard. All callouts contain auto-generated annotations, measurements can be adjusted from any activated view, and annotations can refer to multiple model entities and faces. Also, any views and annotations created in the drawing environment are automatically captured in 3D to accommodate for model-based definition. Command Search adapts to the modeling environment you're working in to show relevant commands. Flattened views are available for folded and sheet metal components. These are nice to pair with new bend tables that auto-generate information like bend direction, angle, inner radii, and more. These annotations are bidirectional within the drawing environment. Any annotated views that were defined in 3D will populate your 2D drawings. Lastly, we included another X app to extend user workflows. XStudio is another fully cloud-based tool, and it's great for creating photorealistic renderings and marketing content for products. Just like the other applications, you can drag and drop straight from the Content tab. That includes parts, assemblies, and entire environments. Set the stage however you like it. Add scenes, adjust focal length, format image size, and more, all without having to download a large library of materials. Take note, with this app you can move components without changing the original CAD model. However, if you do change the CAD, those design changes will propagate to the rendering environment.